My name is Erica Brown. I'm out of Baltimore, Maryland. I'm originally from the DC metro area. I've always been in Maryland, and I have been here in Baltimore for about 15 years. And most of my career has been in Maryland, in DC. And what I did while working, I did a lot of administrative positions. I worked as a project manager most recently. And due to COVID, we were downsized, or as you were saying, the UK was made redundant. And it was due to the fact that the contracting company that I worked for did contracts with the federal government, but the contracts we were pursuing did not align with my skill set, so I wasn't able to get a position. And so I'm right now in this position where I'm trying to see my next steps. What I really want to do is coach. I want to coach young people, particularly those in Baltimore City. A lot of people can afford coaching, and so they take that opportunity to expand their horizons, etc. But a lot of young people, children in particular, don't have the opportunity to use income from their household to get any coaching. And so I would like to be that for the young people. And where I've had blocks is that I have in the jobs that I've had, I was not treated too terribly well. And you talked about this today, where you have to look at your employer and say, is it a stupid boss? And it was never that. It was never that I had an issue with the boss. It was just that I knew that I was ready to soar, but I had bills to pay and I was in positions that really did not uh, challenge me or fulfill me. And so to go from 9 to 5 employee for the past 30 plus years to transition to do something entrepreneurial like coaching has been quite a leap. And so I was on YouTube, came across your advert or the LMA advert, and I thought, I need to give this a shot. 6 weeks to sit down and really do a deep dive to see why I have these roadblocks. And as we went through the process and we started talking about why we think what we think when we think it, I need to really be cognizant not only of what I'm thinking but really delve into why the words that we use, something as direct as spend versus circulate. Use circulate instead of spend. The relationships that we have, how do we cultivate healthy relationships through our communication, verbal and nonverbal? So all these things that we learned over the course of the last 6 weeks have really encouraged me to be more focused and more intentional about learning who I am versus going out and seeking not necessarily approval, but there have been times that I have been seeking some form of validation, even if it was unbeknownst to me. So I would recommend to others to definitely pursue LMA, because LMA gives you an opportunity to learn about the triggers that we have, and the fact that we have triggers, and that we really need to not look outside to see where the problem is, but to look internally to see where not necessarily the problem is, but how we can improve our personal situation. Because if we have a problem with another person, they're not necessarily permanent in our lives, but we are in our own lives. So because of that, we need to improve ourselves, not so much be outward focused, but inwardly focused, committed to growing as individuals. Because if we grow, our circumstances around us should expand, and our people will change because they will see a change in us. So that's why I would recommend it, to help us have at least 2 to 3 hours a day, I mean, over the weekend, to sit down, commit to focus on ourselves. We need that. It is a gift, and it was with the best company. So thank you so much for this opportunity. I got 8 seconds left. I did it. God bless you all. Love you all so much. Take care. Bye bye.